Hell, C-Doc Again is brought to you by Hackensack Brewing Company and their Imperial Pilsner Auga, which was created in honor of the legendary DJs The Awesome 2. It's also brought to you by Chuck D Spit Slam Record Label Group. The Spit Slam Record Label Group, a Chuck D situation. Catch us on your favorite streaming platform, on Bandcamp, or visit our official web store at spitslamrecords.com. All releases are available digitally or on CD, with select titles available on vinyl and cassette. The Spit Slam Record Label Group. Throwback to the future sound.
It's C-Doc again.
Hey! Part 2! Yes, Tuesday night, 9 p.m., 9:44 p.m. We're back. It's C-Doc again. Guess what? Jennifer Jenny, Ultramag 7, Jazzsoon in the house.
Promo stat. Let me get my promo in right
by all
quick.
means.
You know what I mean? My promo in right quick.
My first question was, did you sell out yet?
I got 5 copies left.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
okay. So that's out of like 250, I think.
That's dope.
And that was split. That was split like 3 ways though.
Okay, whatever. That's
but it's still 250. It's still 250 copies.
Hell yeah,
it's out there.
And I had like close to 100 of them. You know what I mean? I had about 100 of them.
That's dope.
Yeah,
that's dope.
Nice.
So it gets quicker. You know what I'm saying? It was this time. It was like 3 days. You know.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
How did you hook up with Koreatown Oddity?
Oh, I've been dealing with them. I've been on the Cali shit for like, I've been with them for like 10, 11, 12 years go back now.
Okay, word.
It's a minute. Man, I hate talking about it, but I had like some TV shit going on, and it was with Dominique, you know what I mean? So that's how I started going to Cali. You know what I mean?
Right.
Off of that. And we just been, you know, we talked about it forever.
Yeah.
You know, we've been talking about that shit forever. But every time I'm out there, it's just we just chilling, you know, me, Chico, Esco, you know what I'm saying? The whole squad. We just chilling, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what happened was, I mean, can I get it? Can I go into it, or y'all got like some?
No, come on, yo, man.
We just all in. We just all in.
The floor is yours. You talk about what you want to talk about.
I don't want y'all to be like, oh, but wait, you know.
No. Go ahead. Come on.
We want to touch on this first or some shit. We just rocking.
You just rocking.
That's fucking great, bro. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's so dope. Yo, that's dope. All right.
Yeah, man.
All right, so I was at a spot like 2 years ago, right? And you know, I'm looking around, boom, 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 and I find this crazy record, right? I find this crazy grail, like Jersey, Philly jazz grail, right?
Wow.
Big record. And I wound up finding 2 of them shits that year.
Wow.
Don't ask me how. Like crazy $3,000 record, like wild shit.
Right.
So the second one, the dude I got it from, he's like, I got a whole collection like that, but he's like, I want top dollar for it, you know? Boom, boom. I'm like, all right, whatever. So I thought it was just bullshit. And then, long story short, I wound up getting the collection. There was 16 like original Sun Ra records in the collection.
Oh,
yeah, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I mean, like shit like that. You know what I mean? So,
man.
Wow.
You know, so I told them, and around the time, what's crazy is we had somebody close to us pass. You know what I'm saying? You know, rest in peace, Joni. I didn't have no bread to get out there to go to the funeral and everything.
Right.
So I wound up taking a lot of that shit off that collection. Suddenly got the ticket to go out there.
Wow.
So it's a whole bunch of shit. So, you know, like it just came together. And I started when I got back from that trip, I started putting shit together off these records. So everything off of this project is off those records.
That's
Like all, like, you know what I'm saying, all off of these records that I found. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't even be showing this shit, so I'm not gonna go through them all. You know?
Damn.
That's ill.
Yes.
That is so dope.
Yeah, so that's what that is, that new joint that I just dropped. You know? And then K-Town came up with the whole Soon Raw shit. Like we was chilling. We was just chilling. I forgot where we was at. We was by I forgot where we was at, bro. I can't tell you exactly where we was at, but we was chilling. We was eating and shit, and he was like, "Soon Raw." I was like, "All right, boom, that's it. That's it." You know what I mean? I was like, "That's it. Where else we gonna go with it?" Oh shit, yo, you know what's crazy? I've been looking for this ring, right? This is my fault. My fault. Yo, check this out, yo. This is my father's ring, right? My father passed away about 3 years ago. God bless his soul. And the shit just popped out. I've been looking for it for like a year, maybe a little less than a year. And the shit just popped out the crate when I popped the records out.
Wow.
Protecting the records.
Yeah.
Protecting the records.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah. So
this first EP is a part of a larger project.
Yeah, it's a whole album. It's gonna be a double LP.
Wow.
Yeah. And we got a couple people on it. A couple, you know what I'm saying? A couple people
spots
that we know.
Yeah.
You know, that's on there, and it's great. It's the way it's coming out. I want to elaborate more on it and what's going on, because it's not just an album. It's not just an album, you know. Like, you know how all the covers, you know, a lot of those DIY covers and I'm gonna
let it out. Exclusive.
It's gonna be crazy. There's gonna be installations, you know what I'm saying? There's gonna be art installations by Chico and Esco, you know what I mean? Like, so we just dropped an EP. It's like an appetizer, you know what I mean? It's like an appetizer. We're gonna drop 2 EPs, and then we're gonna drop the project sometime next year.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So that's where we at with that.
That's great.
With the new shit. Yeah, and then I got another record coming in like another couple weeks. It's crazy how you could do it now, you know?
Yeah. Yep.
It's crazy how you could do it now, where you could just like boom, look, we on TV right now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We on TV right now. All you got to do is, you know, promote. It takes hard work. It takes hard work.
It does.
You know, shit. I've been at it for a minute, you know, and I just recently had gained this little, like this good little push, man, you know, that put me to where I'm currently at right now, which is cool. You know, which is cool. Cause nobody sells any kind of records nowadays.
It's hard, man. It's hard, you know.
But you're doing it.
Madonna ain't selling records, bro.
Well, yeah, right. Exactly.
But you're doing it in a great way with the packaging and really putting everything, like all your releases have dope packaging, and we're in the age where people want that type of packaging. They want that type of nostalgia. So, you know, you doing it right.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I deal with a lot of things. There's a lot of branches on this tree. You know what I mean? And as of recently, they just all came together in one shot. You know, forever I was like, all right, I'm just dealing with records right now, and then I'm just dealing. Yeah, I would go digging and just be like, all right, I'm just looking for records. I'm not gonna look for no clothes.
Right.
You know, and and then one day it just clicked. I'm like, yo, why am I only looking for clothes right now when I could be looking for everything? Like I know about all of these things, you know. And just one day, man, it all came together. And now, like I'm like I know how to use everything that I know and combine it into one thing. You know. So that's really what's been coming together, man. And it's taken a long time, but I think when it takes a long time, it stays longer.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Because if you see it, because I know y'all like me. Y'all scientific with it. You look deep into everything, like you know what I'm saying. You take the magnifying glass and you're like, oh nah, this is what they meant by that. You know, you like when it could have been it could have been like, yo, this is just how they was feeling on Friday. You know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? But nah, we're like, nah. See, he meant this when he was doing that. You know what I'm talking about. I'm like that.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
So, shit, I forgot what I was gonna say, but you get what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm one of those guys.
Yeah. So, let's go back now. Let's go back. Growing up, what's your early hip hop memories? What got you into the music? You know.
Really early on. I'm from Brooklyn. You know what I mean? I'm from Park Slope, Brooklyn. I grew up on like 9th Street between 4th and 5th. So like I have very early memories of just like looking outside and that shit just being right there.
Yeah.
Hearing top billing like outside, like right outside, and right outside. You know, the radio. You hear. I grew up listening to Kid Capri on the radio and Red Alert.
Yeah.
You know, like I know what that sounds like.
Yeah.
You know, firsthand as a kid. You know, Saturday night I'm taping. I got my comic books and I'm taping the radio. You know, like that type of shit. 1990 was a big year for me. So all of those records that came out around 1990 and 1991 was, I would say, I was big. You know, I don't want to say all these records because I'm gonna say one record and I'm gonna forget another record, and because it's like so many of those records that came out between even like I'll even say 88 to 91. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And it's a specific type of sound. It's a specific type of sound that stopped around 92.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
That type of shit. You know that. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? I'm very big on that. Like I'm very big on that. There's other people that are doing it. They're doing it too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I also like I don't want to be one of those guys that's just stuck on that. I also do my shit is updated.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like my shit is updated. But I do go into that chamber.
Yeah.
I do go into that funky chamber, you know?
It's a good time. That's a good time.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, bro, like I think about it all the time. The things that came out in that year, just the programming, those 2 years, the programming on some of these beats is crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
And when you think back to the equipment they were using to make that stuff, it's like, oh my God, come on.
Yeah.
Listen, we talked plenty of times about like Paul C, Said G, them dudes that was on the SP, the stuff that they were doing on that SP with this much time. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and I mean, listen to it. Listen to those records.
Yeah,
those records are still crazy.
Yeah,
those records are still crazy, man.
Yeah,
you know, Critical Beatdown is still crazy. I was listening to it yesterday.
Yeah,
come on.
That shit is still
Why you
crazy.
think my name's Ultra Mag 7?
Right. Now I had a big I'm telling you, man. Set G was like where I studied all of that shit, all of the Vanessa Sinquist, the Antoinette, I'm talking about like everything that, like not just the Ultra Mag shit was like, all right, I already knew that shit. I'm like, what else is there?
Yeah.
And then the basement tapes, and then all of that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I studied a lot of shit. I mean, studied it, bro. I didn't go to school. Like, I didn't really I put all my time into this shit. Like, I really this is the school. I went to this school.
Yeah.
This is my school right here. You know?
Yep.
Like,
you're amongst nerds.
Yeah. I wouldn't label it that, man. I'm a scientist. You know what I mean?
I feel you. We just say that because it's easy for people to understand. But
trust me, trust me. You ain't even got to explain it. You don't even got to explain it. But I'm just trying to let y'all know, like, nah, man, this is some powerful shit, man. Not everybody can comprehend this shit. You know, you got to understand the kids and the younger generation, they look at sampling like it's like some crazy, like they don't know what's going on. A lot of them, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying I'm not trying to be this, you know what I'm saying, this older dude, and I ain't even really that old, you know what I'm saying? Like this older dude that's like, I'm not trying to talk about the young generation at all, because I fuck with them heavy. But I had a conversation with somebody that was in their 20s, you know, and they was like, "Yo, how you get that? How you get that on the record and get it on here?" You know what I mean? Like I couldn't understand it.
Right.
So sampling is not some regular shit, bro. It's not some regular shit, and that goes back to those albums of that time, where it was mad musical, like, and I would like to get back into that to where you got breakdowns and you have like bridges.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yo, these dudes were doing bridges with scratch parts.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like,
shit is crazy.
You know what when he just said that, you know, the first thing that comes in my head when he said bridges with scratch parts is like Main Source, Breaking Atoms. Like I just heard that.
Yeah.
When he just said that, I'm like,
that's what I was thinking about. Like,
that's what I'm thinking.
Right. There you go.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking about. That album is crazy. The what you call it? The arrangements and shit. And then and here I go saying arrangements when you know what I'm saying? It could have just been, yo, that's what came out on Thursday, you know?
Right.
You know?
No, you can tell. You can tell those songs were very
Extra P's a scientist.
Yeah, he's a scientist, bro. Because that shit is like arranged.
He's so hip hop, man. Like nah, like you don't even know. Like that dude is so hip hop, yo. Like
yes,
yeah. Salute to him. Salute to.
He's the ultimate b-boy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah, but that and then you know, Public Enemy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Like their shit. That Ice Cube album is crazy. The Ice Cube album is crazy.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And Fear of a Black Planet, bro. I can't. I'm still trying to dissect Fear of a Black Planet.
And it's so dirty too. And the thing is, you know what's good about those albums is you can hear like now because you know what that's like these albums came out like 30 something years ago.
Yeah.
You can hear the little flaws
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they're not bad flaws.
No.
I'm saying like you can hear where like a snare didn't line up with a snare type thing.
Right.
But you could tell like it was still the beginning of figuring certain shit out too.
Yeah.
So that gives it like this, it gives it this feeling, man.
Yeah.
The first 2 Tribe albums.
Oh God.
Not that and Midnight Marauders, but something about the first 2 Tribe albums, and see it's those years. It's those years, you know what I mean? The De La albums.
Oh God. The De La.
Don't get it started.
The man. Black Sheep album. The first Black Sheep album.
Long was a genius. All them samples.
Genius.
Genius.
The program. Nah, but listen, the programming.
The programming. Crazy.
You know what I mean? The programming. And I was just gonna say, but I'm trying to stick to those years. I'm looking over here. I'm looking at my records.
No, while you do that, I gotta mention because somebody said it the other day, and who was it? I think it was Dart Adams said it.
Oh, the Mecca and the Soul Brother.
Well, that too. But I was gonna say Third Base, the Cactus album doesn't get enough cred because sampling on that record is just as crazy as 3 Feet High and Rising. And
I love that record.
Yeah.
But for some reason, and we going back into those years, my shit is Derelicts of Diamonds.
Yeah, mine too.
I don't know what, Pete Nice was dirty on there, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the Derelicts of Dialect, that song is dirty. That song is fucking.
That's my shit. That's my shit.
In the middle of the night.
That's my shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
What did he say?
And then the SD50 remix. Don't get me started. I was listening to that this week. Don't get me started.
What did he say, man? Man, I forget, man. Corduroy slacks, loops, and sales tax on the wax. My label is Derelict. Corduroy slacks. I felt that, man. Corduroy slacks back then. Corduroy slacks was the shit. Corduroy slacks, loops, and sales tax.
Yep.
Yeah, that shit was dope.
See, Doc, I think we found one of our tribe. This is
Jazzsoon.
Jazzsoon is one of ours. He's part of the tribe.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah, I'm into all of that shit, man. That's like my kind of shit. Like I prefer that. But I like it all. I like the new shit. I like the new shit.
There's a lot of dope stuff.
I'm not. We need it all. You know what I mean? We need it all because if we don't have it all, it'll stay in one place.
Yep.
So we got all these little. We got this shit. We got that shit, and it all coexists in one spot at the same time. This little the trap shit, the fucking boom bap or whatever. You got so many different little spawns of boom bap. You know what I mean? Like how many different types of boom bap we got, bro? That's a great thing.
Right.
That's great. You know what I mean? That's a great thing. Let's keep on doing it. Let's keep on fucking having mutations of boom bap. You know what I mean?
Word. Right. Word. What was the first equipment that you got? Like when you first started?
The first, the first thing I ever bought was like this Oberheim DX, some shit. One of them old drum machines, man. You've seen it before.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how to use it. I bought it. That thing is like $2,000 now. I bought it from a pawn shop for like $50 in 1996.
Wow.
So that didn't work, right? because I was just going around and just picking up records. So this was late. I wasn't even thinking about making music in 90 or 91, you know? Like my thing was graffiti.
Oh, word.
At an early age when I was a kid, you know what I mean? So I really didn't 96 when I was like 16 or 17. So I a little bit later I started digging. I would say like maybe 17, 18, I came up on like my first good record. So I'll get into that in a second. My first machine was the Ep162 Dr. Sampler.
Wow.
All right, so you know the 303 that everybody, the 303, the 404 that everybody uses now. My first machine was the 202. It was like black and orange. You know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
I used to see that in Herb magazine.
Yes, that's right.
That joint, man.
Yeah.
And it was dope. It was dope. I didn't even know, because I didn't have anybody to teach. Nobody taught me. I was one of those guys that I didn't come out of my crib. I didn't tell people I did beats for mad long. Like I was like one of those don't come out of your crib till you get nice type shit. You know? And I really didn't have anybody to show me how to use it. So I didn't know anything about sequencing. I didn't know there was a sequencer. I didn't know you could lay down a drum loop for how many bars you wanted and then put something over it and it'll all sink in and lock together. I didn't know that, right? So I would just loop a drum, and then I would go into like a jazz record and find a piece that will fit over that drum, like it was a puzzle. And I would just So yeah, I think I got one of those tapes. I got one of those really early tapes. It sounds like trash. It's really trash. I was really trash early on, man, because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
Part of the problem was you were working with an Oberheim DX some shit. That's what, if anybody can find one of those, let them know.
That could have been the problem. Yeah, that could have been the problem. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I was on that shit for a minute, and then so everything I acquired, right? All my equipment I acquired, even like my turntables that I still got, like I got from my man, because I couldn't afford no turntables. You know, them shits was expensive back then. Like, he told me how much he paid for them, and I was like, yeah, all right. I was there like, yeah, all right, yeah, you ain't paid that. He told me like some crazy shit, like 3Gs or some shit, because he had like flight cases like built for them shit.
Oh yeah.
Later on, I was like, damn, you do pay that, you know. So the turntables wound up at my crib, you know, and they went back and forth, and then they came back to my crib, and it was just like years later, bro. Like it got to the point to where, I don't know how we got to this, but it got to the point to where like a couple years ago, I still got these turntables.
Okay.
A couple years ago, and I totally forgot they were my man's turntable. And he's like, yo, man, you know what? He's like, you still got my turntables and shit, right? But he's like, yo, I see what you're doing with them. So it's like, yo, them shits are yours now. Like, you just have to let that be known. You know? So this is like 20-something years later. Still got the turntables too. I still got them shits.
SP12s?
Say what?
Are they the 1200s?
Yeah.
So you still got them. That's great.
Yeah. So a lot of shit I still got, man. Like Man, I still got records, man. I still got records from man, you're from Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah.
All right. So yo, I got a Frank Cooney Mondo record, man, that I've had since I was like 17. You know who that is, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. All right. You know what I mean? Like,
where'd you find that?
Oh man, I found that in Alaska.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
That's a whole other story. That's a whole that's a whole other story. You know?
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, but I wanted to go to the show. He just had a show. He does a show like every like December or some shit like that, right?
Yeah.
I need to go to one of those, man. I need to go to that shit next year. One of them shows, man. I need to get a picture with him holding that record.
Yeah.
Because I've had it. I've had it for a long, long time. And it's like one of my favorite records.
That's dope.
Know? Yeah.
That's dope. So when did you when did you get the confidence to start putting stuff out? How did that start?
I think it was with Taxi.
Taxi
so
was
you
the
could
one.
say Taxi is like the first thing I like put out.
Yeah.
Like official. Like, all right, I'm gonna promote this and like this is what I'm rocking with this and that's it. There ain't no turning back and that's it. So from then I started putting out these projects that I already had because that's what I would do. Is I would just work on these ideas. That Taxi idea I had for mad long.
Got you.
You know, like I had the idea, bro. Like the idea came to me like a very long time ago, yo. I was in my 20s. You know what I mean? Like very long time ago. And I just wound up putting it together. You know, and that's what I would do. Like and this is what I did for years. Like I slowed up on the way I used to do it. I still bang shit out, bro. You know what I mean? Like, cause that's just what I do. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
You know? That's what I naturally want to do. So I used to get ideas and just bang shit out, and I would just keep it there. You know. So once I started, politicking with certain people, and they started finding out, like, yo, there's this dude that got all this music, and like he's in his room all day just knocking shit out. Like they're like, yo, why don't you give me some of this shit now and I'll put it out for you type joint, you know? And
is that how you hooked up with Strictly Cassette?
Oh no, that's a whole other story, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. That's not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. That was that started from that was like nah, bro. This is a story, man. I'm telling you, man. Like, yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to cover everything today. You know what I mean? It's like there's a lot.
We can always do part 2. It's all good.
There's a lot. So I mean, that's how we got to where we at right now. You know what I mean? And from there, then I started putting out tapes with Jameson. With Redline.
Yeah. Yep.
And then
the Heavy Archives.
Yeah, the Heavy Archives. We do with Redline, and now I'm fucking with my man Thick Crates. We're putting this wax out.
Yeah.
And that's been doing pretty well. So that's how we got to where we at right now. I think it was Taxi. Taxi, which man I thought was gonna be. I was like, man, damn, yo. I was like, yo, I got the ill idea. I was like, yo, I got the ill idea. Like, yo, I'm gonna do this because everybody knows this dude's music, and like, yo, there's hidden works that nobody's heard over here. Put it out, like fucking 38 people know about it. What I'm saying?
But they'll get it much later. Trust me, they'll get it much later.
Yeah.
And
that's how it happens.
Hey, I gotta say, shout out to our other co-host Flatline, who couldn't be here tonight, but he wanted us to tell you that he loves Taxi. He has the wax.
Oh, that's what's up.
He loves that album.
That's what's up.
Yeah, he felt bad he couldn't be here, but he's traveling today. So
shout out to Flatline. Yeah. Shout out to Flatline. Yeah, it's a special album to me, man. It's a special album. Like I remember when I was doing it. You know, I got a lot of memories with all these projects, man. I put a lot of projects out.
Yeah,
and they're not just like they're thought out. These projects are not just they're not just some shit I thought about like for a week and I knocked the project out. Like these shits are thought out. A lot of them are conceptual. A lot of those beat tapes, you know, and they also deal with things that like I was into growing up, or I saw growing up, or you know, things that reminded me of New York, and I don't know, man. You know, I don't know. Like that just goes again. Go ahead.
I just say, let me give you your props. That James Brown Beastie Boys.
I was gonna mention that. Yeah,
that shit's retarded, man. Like, cause one of my, I mean, you went all over the place, but one of my favorite albums is actually, when you put it together, one of my favorite Beastie Boys albums, Paul's Boutique. So the way you even put out the tapes, I'm like, oh, this is retarded. Like, this is stupid.
But the thing is then, all right, so right, like, check this out. That's another thing with that. It's like, it's a bunch of little styles, man. There's a bunch of little things. So, all right, so you got the cover, right? But what's the cover? The cover is like there's a Dwight Gooden jersey right there. You know?
Yeah.
It's the piece where the Dwight Gooden jersey is, and then after that, what's the tape I dropped? I dropped the Dwight Gooden tape.
Yep, 84 Dr. K.
You know what I mean? So it's these little things and nobody sees them, and it drives me crazy. And it's like, what am I doing this shit for? You know? It's like, why am I even doing this? Why am I doing this when nobody even pays attention to it? You know?
Because down the line,
they'll get it later.
Yep.
It's not lost. They will get it later. They will get it.
Line, bro.
You gotta do it, but they will get it. They will get it.
And you do it for yourself, not for them.
Oh, absolutely. No, I was just gonna get into that. No, thank you for saying that, because that's number one always.
Mm-hmm.
Like I do this because, like, I wake up and that's what I have the feeling to do. You know.
Yeah.
Right.
Like this. I wake up and I go to this. You know, I go to this.
Even if Chuck was here, Chuck would say you do it for yourself because that's what you want to do. And that's if anybody follows,
good
on you. Without a doubt. With 100%. But when when you're doing something, you want people to you come on. It's only natural,
you do.
You know what I mean? All that shit is cool, you know what I mean? But you want somebody to hit you like, I saw what you did with that Dwight Gooden jersey, and then I saw that.
Yeah,
it's natural, It's natural.
Yeah,
it's natural.
Yep.
You know,
that's crazy.
Or at least you want them to ask. You want them to say,
without a doubt, without a doubt, shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so I gotta ask you about, and this segues to this too. Taxi, Beastie Brown, Dr. K, 10 Stigwood Avenue, Brooklyn Heights.
Yeah.
All those releases. You were putting out tapes before the cassette renaissance was kind of cut. I mean, it was starting to a little bit, but like,
that, you know what, bro? That's strictly cassette. And I tell people all the time, like, they the ones who fucking like made that shit cool.
Yeah. Gotcha.
That's it, bro. They strictly cassette made that tape shit cool. And I just happen to be, lucky that my man was like, yo, I want, you know what I'm saying, I want to put a tape out, you know.
Yeah.
I ain't had nothing to do with that. I was like tape. I was in the fucking I was in the records. You know what I mean? Like to be honest with you, that shit kind of got me looking like picking tapes up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I'm like, oh shit, fucking David Axelrod cassette. Yo, let me grab that. Then you start seeing shit. You know, you start seeing shit. You like, oh, this on cassette. Let me get that. Yo, let me pick that up. You know. And then started getting into the cassettes, you know, and then I got back into the cassettes.
Yeah.
You know, cassettes are dope, though. Cassettes
are dope. And I never thought I would start buying cassettes again. You know?
Yeah.
But it's like that again. All of a sudden, again, you know, if I go back and look at 90s tapes, those people.
Yeah. Yep.
And
we put everything out on tapes. Yeah.
What sold out was vinyl and cassettes.
Yep.
And the CDs are kind of sitting there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. CDs move too a little bit.
I'm telling CDs. I'm telling you, I would not be surprised if CDs come back into play.
Yep.
Some way.
I think
you know
you're
what I'm
right.
saying? Somebody starts a Strictly CD or something, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like somebody starts
Columbia House.
I could easily see somebody doing a CD thing, making it, you know, like you know, nostalgic in some sort of way. And that shit taking off. I could see that. But
and start putting the hidden tracks in there, and then it'll really go back.
That's one thing you can't do anywhere else. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like that was cool. That was cool. That was cool.
Yep.
That was cool. I used to think that was cool, man. You know?
Yeah.
One thing that's not ever coming back, 8-track tapes.
Oh, don't talk to don't talk so quick, Jen. I just bought an 8-track tape not too long ago.
Do you have anything to play it on though?
I do not.
There's some shit on 8-tracks. Like there's some like hip hop albums on 8-tracks. There's like some cool
really
there's like some cool rarities on 8-tracks. Every once in a while. You know what I found on 8-track? I found I found the Meters Look a Pie Pie.
Wow.
On 8-track.
Wow.
Come on. You know, like, I found Herbie Hancock Headhunters on 8-track. You're not gonna pick that up, you know, for $1. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna pick that up. You know,
kind of got to.
We just had DJ Cash Money on here a couple weeks ago. His collection with 8-tracks, ridiculous. His stuff is ridiculous,
crazy.
A lot of those guys, man, they got a lot of shit, man. You know, like I heard he got some shit. I heard, you know, my man Scheme Richards got a lot of shit. You know what I mean? Like,
salute the Scheme.
You know, Biz I heard had a lot of shit.
Oh
like,
yeah.
I heard he had a lot of shit. You know, like those are like these collector dudes. You know what I mean? Like, and they got houses and shit, you know, like a lot of things, man. Lots of goodies. Lots of goodies.
Nooks and crannies.
Yeah, lots of goodies, man. You
know. How did the Gorilla Monsoon album come about?
Oh man. That goes back to all right, I think that goes back to two things. That goes back to this label Creative Juices. Okay. And that also goes back to that TV thing.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of like how that came about. And that shit just happened.
That was the first project you did with an MC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was fucking I like that. I really like that album.
Yeah.
We all do, right? Yeah. Like let's keep it funky, right?
Of course.
Yes.
That's like one of them shits. Like nobody talks about it, but like somebody will pull me to the side and be like, "Yo," you know.
Listen, we play music of the artists that we're having on. So we did Sunday, we had the mixtape. And so our man DJ Soulbuck, he played the majority of the stuff he played was from that album because he loves that album. So the majority of the stuff he played was
what's
that.
Up. That's
And actually, didn't he have a message for you?
He did, yeah.
Ultra.
Oh yeah, he said, "Yo, Soulbuck, I think he keeps on missing you because Soulbuck is from Philly. He's really from Jersey, but he lives in Philly. But he said he'd be missing you whenever, you be in town or whatever. But he said
he seen multiple times. You came out of some store,
yeah,
and he wasn't quick enough to catch you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now we definitely link. We definitely link.
Yeah.
Shout out
there you
to
go.
Soulbuck.
There you go.
Yeah.
Crate diggers.
Okay. Yeah. Shout out to Crate Diggers. That's fine. Yeah. Shout out to Crate Diggers. My man Bob.
And Crate Diggers. Yep. I think I missed him a couple times at Crate Diggers. Like I'm like, yo, he was at Crate Diggers. I was like, yo, I was just on South Street. I missed him. All that type of stuff.
Man, I'm telling you, bro. That's how it be, man. That's how it be sometimes. Yeah.
Definitely.
But
go ahead.
That album, bro, that was like those are all old beats.
Wow.
Those are all like, like how I was saying, just being in the crib and just working on style, just perfecting, perfecting. That's what all of that shit came from. And it was all of the top shit, it was all of that top shit. And that shit just worked, bro. That shit worked.
Right.
Yeah.
That shit worked, and it's there. That's it. You can't take it. You can't take that shit back.
Yeah.
And I just, as long as that album could like stand the test of time and somehow how do I say this? Somehow just like have some type of correlation to those albums I was talking about earlier, bro. I'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
I don't care about $1. I don't care about fucking $1. I'll make money. That's what I care about.
Yeah.
As long as that could be like, all right, yo, this came from that. This thing right here came from that, and it added on. It added on rightfully. It added on. It added. You know what I'm saying? It was like it was a contribution. It was a solid contribution, man.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that. Yo, I'm cool. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Whatever, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen to Andy Bay, Experience and Judgment. Give me a second.
Okay.
I gotta ask him about a certain album that I think.
Okay.
I wanna ask him about a certain album.
Okay.
That I think he's a fan of. That is my favorite album. Oh wait, let me shout out to my homeboy, DJ Brown Bum. I see him sampling Chop. Salute.
Oh, is that who that is? Word.
Yeah, that's my DJ. That's my first DJ.
Yep.
That's my first DJ, Brown Bum.
That's what's up. Yeah. That's what's up. Now, I've heard the stories.
Oh, I can't wait to be on his show because I'm gonna tell all his stories, but that's another thing. So Jazzsoon, I've done a little research on you. I want to go back to this album that I think I know I love, and I heard that you love, and it's my favorite album from this group. Eric B. and Rakim's "Let the Rhythm Hit 'Em."
Man,
see what I said?
Man,
bro, masterpiece. It's a masterpiece.
Yeah, man. that record is really big, man. Run for Cover is one of my like favorite songs in music, bro. Like
Run for Cover.
In music, dog. Like not in hip hop.
Yeah.
Right.
In like music, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like I'm getting the chills, like the that's to, and I don't know if it's because of that, you know, if it was my time coming up, that's why I feel like it's the best album, you know, because you you ask somebody that came up in '86 and they'll tell you Paid in Full's their favorite, their best Rakim album, ever being a Rakim album, right? But those were my years, 1990. You know, yeah, that album is. There ain't no weak links on that album.
Yeah.
There ain't no weak links on that album, and the whole story behind the whole album. I don't want to get into it. You know what I mean? Like we all know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Paul. Yeah. But
you know what I mean?
I'm just saying for you. I'm a little bit older than you, so I remember. You know, I got Paid in Full, and you know, I got what's the second album?
Follow the Leader.
Follow the Leader. Listen, fantastic albums, but there's something about Let the Rhythm Hit 'Em that when I got it, the sound was totally different. The soundscape was different.
You know what it is, man?
Yeah,
you know what it
yeah.
is?
But you, as you said, a lot of people don't put that record as, not that, you know, whatever you like is what you like. But when people say that that's their favorite, I know that they listening to something different. So when I heard you say that, I'm like, okay, my man's on something different.
And that was just, man, and it was an album that came out around that time.
Mm-hmm.
Where these guys that was coming out was like shaping like the sound and like what was going on.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And it had that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It had that. It had that thing, you know? You know what I'm saying? Like that shit, nah, bro. That shit was crazy. Crazy.
Yep.
Just that, I'm telling you, Run for Cover, bro. Run for Cover. And then they used to play these songs on the radio.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was saying, like I'll be recording. That was like one of the songs I'd be waiting for. Another song I will wait for was "I'm Mad" by EPMD.
Oh,
They were playing this on the mix shows.
On the mix shows, yeah.
Kid Capri. I remember Kid Capri was on BLS. If my memory serves me correct, it was Dr. Dre and Ed Lover. They had a show, and then Kid Capri had come out on after them, or it was together. I don't remember either or, but yo, I remember Kid Capri playing damn near the whole Low End Theory album on the radio.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like on a late night, they be playing. Yo, I still hear those mixes, bro. I remember the mix on We Got the Jazz. I remember everywhere he doubled up.
That's dope.
I still have that in my head.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's
I
dope.
like. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love stuff like that. There was a Pittsburgh DJ that when. And I wish I still had the tape. I might still have it. I gotta find it. But when Hammer's "You Can't Touch This" dropped, he mixed in Super Freak with it, and it was the shit was ill, man. Like he would just go back and forth, and then he'd bring in the Rick James shit. Oh my god, it was crazy. And
back then, like hearing something like that, I didn't know how that was being done.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, Kid Capri is like a fucking magician. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, Kid Capri is like a fucking wizard. Like, what the fuck is he doing with these records? Like,
That's
you know what I mean? Like,
crazy.
I didn't know. I was like 10 years old. I was like 10, 11 years old. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, how did you start the record back and forth? Like, yo, how did the record double up like that? Like, you know, I used to think everybody was playing instruments and shit.
Oh yeah.
Early on, you know. Yep. And then my man was like, "Nah, man, they sampling," and I still didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. I was like, "Yeah. Oh, word, yeah, no doubt. All right, okay. Yo, now they sampling." You know, you want to act like you know. You don't want to be like,
you gotta act like
dude that don't know.
Like,
right.
Oh, word, yeah, okay, yeah, okay, bet, yeah.
That's when I heard Double D and Steinsky when they did the lessons. I thought it was play that beat, but I thought somebody was mixing that live on the radio, and I said, "Yo, this is crazy." Shit. And then years later, I was like, "Oh, these lesson 1, lesson 2." I'm like, "This is crazy."
Right.
And they just edited all the stuff. And I'm like, "No, that's crazy."
Those records.
But they did it with by slicing.
Yeah, they would
slicing
cut
and tape.
That makes it even iller. That's true.
Yeah, man, yo, that's some real scientific shit. Like all of that splicing tape and all of that. Like
crazy.
Like I don't know how to do that shit. That's like a whole different art right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like yeah, but yo, those Double D and Steinsky, those lesson joints, those lessons are
crazy.
Yep. I've been wanting to do something like that. Like, you know, a lot of other people have done their own take on the lesson and shit. You know what I mean? But I would like to do one. You know what I mean? With all types of records you probably never heard. You know?
Yeah. Nah, that'd be dope, bro.
Yeah, I love records like that, man. Just different little sound pieces. Like,
yep.
Oh, there it is. There's the craps game. Double D and Steinsky.
At the green screen, Jennifer.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've never seen them. I've never seen them with actual covers. I've only seen them with. That
was one they did later on. We actually helped press that up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
And the most hysterical thing was him holding it up, and he had a green screen behind him, and he's like, "How come you can't see the record? How come?"
Doug came on the show. He was one of our early guests, and he had the green screen going on. And he's holding up the green record, and you can't see it.
And he couldn't see it.
Yeah, it was great. It was hilarious.
But there's.
Yep, the craps game.
Well,
I might have a few of those left somewhere. Might.
Yeah, man. Those Double D and Steinsky records, yo. Those were crazy.
Damn, I thought those dudes were. I thought it was somebody in the radio at the radio station mixing all that stuff. Because like after you heard like Grandmaster Flash and the Wheels of Steel, and you were like, okay, well they must got 10 turntables like an octopus, and everybody's putting stuff on.
Right.
But in reality,
that's what I used to think, man. I didn't, I didn't know what was going on.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Same thing. Didn't know what was happening
in there, like. And then I'm like, yo, and then I would listen to like instrumentals, and I'll be like, yo, why does this beat sound like it just keeps on going over and over? Like, how are they doing that? Like, how they on time like that? Like, for like 4 minutes. Like, you know what I
mean? Meanwhile, back at 1580 K Day, we had, and my name is Henry motherfucking G.
Yep.
Oh.
So real quick, let's talk about the Late Show, shall we?
Yeah. Let's talk about it.
Yeah. Where the ideas come from, man? Like just, in your daily travels?
The ideas come from shit I remember from as a kid.
As a kid, yeah.
So there was a Andy Kaufman. So I guess it started from an Andy Kaufman interview that I remember. Yo, it was really big on Taxi when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why. But when I was a kid, I always used to watch Taxi. Me and my homeboy on my block, like, he used to do an impression of Jim.
Yeah. Reverend Jim.
And I don't know, you know, Andy Kaufman, like, you know, like, I don't want to say, like, I'm in a comedy, like, I'm, you know what I mean? But I'm in a certain, like I appreciate certain comics, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was I think it was the whole Jerry Lawler thing.
Yeah.
Talking about.
Yeah.
I think that was
the wrestling. Yeah.
And then I saw like another one, and I saw and it was they were playing Knee Deep by Funkadelic.
Oh wow.
And I was like, yo, wait up. I was like, yo, this would be an ill idea. And that's another thing. I had the idea for a minute until I just like, I was like, can I do this? You know what I mean? I was like, can I do this? And I was like, nah, fuck it, just do it. And I started doing it, and it started sounding, it sounded good. And then I knocked that shit out, man. I really like how that album came out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's dope. It's really dope.
Thank you.
Yeah. What did you say, Alter?
No, I just want to give him props because it's like I love all that nostalgia. You know me, I love all that nostalgic stuff, and it's like, as I say, people may not get it now, but they will get it. But even just the attention to detail and the stuff, the spin that you put on it, because I used to love watching like Letterman. So to see all that, you know, all the stuff that you put into it, I don't know. I even went to a taping of Letterman once. I seen Bob Dole, and it bugged me out. It bugged me out because I guess I wasn't super on Bob Dole, but he had the pen in the hand like this. I didn't know he was all messed up. So he was like, I'm like, yo, what's up with dude? But I saw the Spice Girls and Bob Dole on the same show. And I think Stupid Pet Tricks. It was crazy. Like me and my brother went. See, it was the best. It was the best.
That was another thing, bro. Like I remember you know, and there's little things that I remember as a teenager, like coming back to the crib, and say you coming home at a certain time, like I forgot what time that would come on, but you come home at like, say you come home around 10, 11 o'clock, and then you turn on the TV, you get a bowl of cereal or some shit, you know what I mean? You eat the bowl of cereal, you fall asleep you know what I mean? That was a thing I used to do, you know, to like David Letterman, you know?
Yeah.
And later on came Conan O'Brien. Like I would watch Conan O'Brien later on, but it was Letterman. You know what I'm saying?
I can't stand Conan.
For real?
Really? Oh, he's
you know he wrote for Saturday Night Live for a minute, right?
And the Simpsons.
I don't care for him at all.
Yeah.
Like once I knew that, I was like, nah, but there was some good there was some dope Conan O'Brien episodes that I remember from around that time when I would like come home. I remember around this time, man. I was kind of wilding out around like 15, around 15, 16, man. I remember a lot of these times. And for some reason, like I would come home and I'd be watching the late shows and shit. That's when I would be coming home at like a reasonable hour.
Yeah.
Because when I was like 15, I was like 14, 15. I would be coming in 3, 4 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And I lived with my grandparents. They give me I had like a curfew at 8 o'clock.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, it was one time I showed up in front of the building and fucking he was like, nah, get out of here. Get out of here. Yeah, and I was roaming the city for like a week.
Wow.
Yeah, I got kicked out. Yeah, I got kicked out the crib for like a week and a half. So I was staying at my man Bull's crib like for like a week, and then his mom was like, "Frankie, you gotta leave because I don't have enough food for you and everybody else." So then man, I was sleeping on the train. They didn't hear. Yo, my grandfather was hardcore, man. He didn't want to let me back in, bro. I was sleeping at the Methodist Hospital.
Wow.
On 7th Avenue. Yeah, man. I went there, man. Yo, that's another thing. That's another thing that that's a part of this whole sound, man. It is all these times, these things that I went through.
Yeah.
In that time in New York. You know what I mean? Because there was no other time like it, bro.
Right.
The 70s was the 70s, the 80s was the 80s. I wasn't really there for that. Like,
yeah,
man.
You know, I was born in 1980, you know. So I got a little bit of 80s and then I got a little bit of the 70s, but not like that, like being able to experience it, you know. But like the 90s was a wild time. It was a creative time too. There was a lot of things going on, man. It was everything. Everything was just dope. Like everything was dope. Yeah. And then again, I don't know if I think that because it was my time. You know?
Right. Exactly.
No, it was dope.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was too. I mean, it was just like there was that period that you talk about. Because I got into hip hop 80, like hardcore 88, and it was just like everything. Like it was like I listened to a bunch of music growing up, but once I got into rap, it was just like, okay, this is all I want to hear right now.
Yeah.
And it's just like every album that came out was just like taking it the next step. It was it was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like I'm still trying to comprehend the last one, and then this next shit comes out. I was like, whoa, what is this? Yeah, man.
Yeah, and even how a lot of people were using the same samples, but everything sounded so different. Like,
right. Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, man.
Like you got like you got the Public Enemy and the Ultra Mag using the same joint, and the shit's just sound totally different. Like you don't realize it till years later.
Yeah.
Type shit. Yep. You know, well, Rebel Without a Pause, and then Ease Back.
Ease Back.
Yep.
And then you don't realize it till you're like, oh, yo, wait a minute. I think how I found out is I reversed the sample. I was fucking around with the sample. I reversed it. And I was like, oh shit! Oh. It was like 15 years later. You know,
right?
Wait, speaking of reversing samples, you know what I just did today? I downloaded the Far Side Drop video.
Oh,
I reversed it and I watched the whole.
Oh wow!
But I'm hearing the song backwards, but I'm seeing the video. You know the way they did. I'm like,
right.
It's crazy. You only got to do it once. You don't got to watch it a couple times.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that twice. That'd kind of fuck with your equilibrium.
Yeah, it's over. Yeah, just once. I did it once, and I was like, I'm like, yo, how about if I did this? And I'm like, I wonder how many people did that.
I never even thought about doing that. That's cool. That's crazy.
Right. You know what else is dope in reverse? Is Paul Revere, the drums of Paul Revere.
Yep. I've done that.
That's really dope.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've actually done that and used those.
Yeah, those are really good. Those are really good drums.
Yep.
Those are dope.
Really dope drums. Yep.
There's a couple other things like that too.
Yeah.
But that's the most known one, you know.
Right. Because
we give them that one.
We'll give them exactly. That one's pretty obvious.
Yeah, that's a freebie. Yeah, that's an easy
one. Yo, Jazz, tell everybody where they can find you, because I found you on your amazing Instagram account. You're always entertaining. You know, man, you get the microphone out and it's like, oh,
yeah, where's the microphone? Where's the microphone?
Man, I live in an apartment. I got neighbors and shit, man. I'll fucking get evicted and shit. Like, yeah. But yeah, the microphone's right here. I got the microphone. The microphone's right there. You know?
That's
yeah,
dope.
man. Yeah. I got that's crazy. It's like I guess you can find me on Instagram. I don't really be anywhere else. Yeah. I think I got a Facebook, but I don't even know like how I got a Facebook.
Oh. Right.
And it's connected to my I just looked at my Instagram the other day and it's like, yeah, this loaded to Facebook. I'm like, for Facebook. Like, you know? Yeah, I don't even know I got Facebook. But yeah Instagram. Jazzsoon. Jazzsoon. That's it. You know. That's it, man. You know what I mean? And then if you want to holler at me, like I'm there. You know, I'm there. I'm selling records. I'm doing business, you know. I'm talking to the people. I got both. You know what's fucked up about Instagram, man? Is every time I do a project, they knock out your engagement, bro. Every time you're trying to sell some shit.
That's like, whack.
Yeah, like my shit is crazy right now. Like they, you know, when you know your analytics and all of that, when you know like like on the regular, this is how many people I reach.
Yeah.
But then you might say some kind of word.
Yep.
And you're like, oh, well, you're doing something over here, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So your shit goes from 1,000 to 30.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at right now. So what I got to do is, you got to fall back for a second and then just get back into it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know if that's shadow ban. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's what that is. But they definitely like, I experience that every time.
Yep.
There's this current thing that's been going. It's like if you're promoting something, there's certain words that you use that they don't like, and then they try to bring it down. Like, if you're really promoting something. So I don't know the workaround around that, but I know that's something that's happening.
That's part of it.
And bro, it don't matter how hard I go, bro. I could do these videos. I could be out. I could be out on the street with the microphone, whatever. Like, nah. Once they get the you know what I'm saying, they get the whiff for that something's going on, some type of business is going on. It's whack, yo. It's whack.
Yeah.
Because then I'm like, I'm using all right, so I'm like, how are we gonna do it this time? All right, we're gonna do 10-minute lives all day. So then I'm doing 10-minute lives all day, and then I get a sale here, and then I get a sale there.
Yeah.
But it works because I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm down on my last 5.
Yeah.
You know? So,
I was gonna say you're doing all right.
Yeah, not bad, but we could be doing better, you know.
Yep.
Right.
I got you.
You know, we want to reach as many people as possible. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, man, I want people to know like what I do, man, what I'm passionate about in life. Period. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I really want to let people know that, like, yo, I'm crazy about this shit. Yeah, This is what I do. You know?
Right.
Yeah. And you do it well.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Word.
And I'll tell you what. See, you got 5 left. I'm gonna hit you, and I'm gonna take one of those. So you'll have 4
for sure.
left.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. Boom! Look at that, yo. We made it. We made a sale on air. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
You beat the algorithm.
Yep.
Yeah. Yo, algorithm can't fuck with me right now. You know what I mean? We getting them one way or another. We got the 10-minute lives. You know what I'm saying? We doing podcasts. We doing all types of things.
There you
go. They can't knock the hustle.
Can't knock it. Nope.
Not one bit. No. Not one bit.
Anything else you want to promote before we get out of here, Jazz?
There's always some new shit on deck.
Word.
Always some new shit on deck. And shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody that ever copped the album from me. Shout out to everybody that supports what I do. And I'm very appreciative for that. And shit, man, salute to y'all. Thank you. You know what I mean? It was great talking to you guys. You know what I mean?
Thanks for hanging out through the technical difficulties.
We got it, man. We made it happen.
Yeah.
We made it happen, yo. That's all that counts. We made it happen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Andy found his father's ring.
Exactly.
Yo. Yo, salute to that. Yeah, I've been asking people. Yo, I go to my people at the store, like, yo, you see a turquoise ring? Nah. I'm calling people, yo, did I leave a turquoise ring at your crib? Swear to you.
With the records.
Yeah, look, I pop out the records. Boop. Joint fall right on the floor. Back in the factory back. Yo, I'm catching something big this weekend. Watch. I'm catching something like huge. I'm catching big treasure this weekend. It's a wrap.
Word up.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, bro. Thanks for coming through tonight. Really appreciate it.
No doubt, man. No doubt. I had a great time, man. Great talking to y'all.
Yep. And you want to come back? Anytime you want to come back, let us know.
I'm with it, bro. Yeah, I'm with it. Whenever, man. I'm with it. This is easy. This is the same shit, man. We can talk about this shit all day, all night.
Yep.
I'm with it whenever. Let me know. Yeah. All right, y'all.
Jazzsoon.
Yeah.
Salute.
Yeah. Salute. Peace. Yeah.
All right, bro. Peace.
All right, y'all. Peace.
There it is. We managed it. We managed to pull it off despite all technical difficulties. And thank you, everybody, for sticking with us tonight. Appreciate you guys.
Hype style. It was cold in that theater. You goddamn right. It was cold in that theater. Goddamn right.
Goddamn right.
Goddamn right.
Yeah. Yep. Good stuff. So, yep. And yeah.
Hold on. Yeah. See that. Speaking of packaging.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about this Impossibles album.
Yes.
Rest in peace to Marcus J.
Rest in peace.
But you sent this to me, but you want to sell records. Listen, y'all need to go cop this Impossibles on cassette. C-Doc has them there. Spit Slam.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So check this out. Go buy this. It's dope.
On the Bandcamp. It's on the Bandcamp.
On the Bandcamp, but cassettes, because cassettes are now what's in.
Yep.
And C-Doc.
Yeah. That's me.
Look at little C-Doc.
A long time ago.
Yeah. So definitely check out this Impossibles album. Go buy that.
You know what you can't really tell in the picture, but or on the back of the tape there, but I'm actually holding a radio in that little C-Doc.
Is it a transistor?
Yep. Surely was. Yep. 19. I think I was 2 or 3 in that picture. Like 1976.
And can I give another? I got my first Christmas card.
Oh,
I don't know if you got one. I got from Jaguar Skills.
Yeah.
It says, "Wish you a Merry Christmas."
Yes.
So
I did get that. Yes.
If you don't know, our friends at Weaponized Records just had Guy Harris, so they got the new Jaguar Skills album. This was Christmas album.
The Christmas card was that's the
best. It's the best.
Genius.
So season greetings. They got new slaps, new stickers.
Yep.
But if you haven't checked it, go check out. I think it was 2 episodes ago. We had Guy Harris, who's the head honcho over at Weaponized Records. So go check him out. His episode. You can hear all about the amazing records and this mixtape series that he has. This is number 7.
Yep.
Anyway,
super dope.
Gotta shout out our friends.
Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah, Joshy D Osborne. I saw you in the comments. We're not accepting music. You asked about submitting music. We're not really accepting music at the label, but thank you for asking. Appreciate it.
Is his YouTube channel? I'll go check it out.
Yeah. Put your YouTube channel in the chat. We'll check it out. Yeah. Sure. And I'm sure people here will check it out too. So, but yeah, check out Friday night, Angie Don't Stop Radio with Mr. Chuck D, Flatline, and myself. He played the Spit Slam Jam of the Week. Flatline's got the Hip Hop Gods, and he'll have a new Hip Hop God show next week, I believe he said. He's traveling this week, so shout out to our man Flatline. And then Jennifer Jenny, Ultramag 7, and our man in Amsterdam, DJ Soul Buck, Saturday night, 8 p.m. right here on Channel Zero for the mixtape.
Sunday night.
Did I say Saturday? Sorry. Yeah. Sunday night. Thank you, Jennifer. And where Soul Buck will be spinning the music of our next week's guest. Who we got coming up next week, gang?
None other than Scorpio, better known as Mr. Ness, better known as Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Scorpio.
The legend himself. Scorpio will be in the building. So check out the mixtape. Check out the mixtape on Sunday night. Why do I keep saying Saturday? It's on Sunday night, 8 p.m. right here, Eastern Standard Time, right here on Channel Zero, to get prepped and ready as we talk to Scorpio next week, next Tuesday, right here at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully we won't have technical difficulties again.
Right.
Yep. And thank you, Jazzsoon. Thank you, everybody watching live, everybody watching on the replay. Shout out Ultramag, Jennifer Jenny. Thank you guys as always. And we will see everybody next week for another episode of It's C-Doc Again.